So you just got your real estate license. You more than likely already got established with a real estate brokerage, and now you just don't know what to do. It's week 2 and you're like, I don't know what to do. Don't worry, this is very normal. It's actually pretty natural in this industry. But I want to hit the pause button here and just say, remember all of the ideas that you had prior to getting your real estate license, or maybe as soon as you pass your exam, all those ideas that you had, you were going to go out there and obtain, business and what you were going to do. So just think about that. And what I would recommend you do, take all those ideas that are in your mind and jot them down, put them on a piece of paper, just so that way you have them and you have a record of it. So that way you can always go back to it and say, oh yeah, I remember this. I had this great idea, and you may second guess yourself and think it's not a great idea, but just put it down on paper for now. So that way you can always go back to it, and especially as you're progressing through your real estate career, you can make that decision whether that was a good idea or not. So going back to everything, I've worked with a lot of agents. I've been a manager, franchisee owner, coach, mentor since 2014, and I've helped out hundreds of agents obtain their licenses, also become finding the right brokerage for them as well. And I will tell you that this is a pretty natural, I guess you could say, just a rut that people or agents get into, and they just don't know what to do, usually within about week 2, week 3, within the first month of obtaining their real estate license. So this is what I recommend. You're gonna just really take the time, you're gonna sit down, and you're really gonna put on a piece of paper all the people that you know, acquaintances to friends, family members, just so that way you have all, you can go back and you can see all the people that you know. And hopefully you have their contact information, phone number, email, and then also even on social media. So I'm sure there's a lot of people that you probably have connected with throughout the years. And what we're gonna do is you're gonna take time. You don't wanna reach out to everybody all at once. You want to take your time and start building the relationships with people. So that way they get to know you, if they probably already know you, like you, and trust you, right? So the biggest thing here is trust. A lot of times agents are going to come off real strong and say, I just got my real estate license. I'm super excited. Who do you know who's interested in buying and selling? As soon as you do that, people immediately will turn off. So what you want to do is you want to just take it slow. We're going to do what's called a 5 by 5. You're going to reach out to 5 people per day, 5 times a week. So that's 25 people a week, just for starters. And you're going to have intentional, genuine conversations with them. You're just going to reach out and say, hey, how you been? I know we haven't talked in a little bit. Hope all is well. The law of reciprocation, they are going to ask you, hey, how you been? What's new? And you're going to say, well, I just recently got my real estate license. I'm super excited. I'm just soaking it all in right now. I'm learning, and I'm just excited to be in this career. And kind of just leave it there. Don't go deep into it and say, who do you know? Who's ready to buy? Who's ready to sell? That, like I said, we'll just turn them off. So you want to really start building the conversation, reigniting those relationships, and you're going to continue to keep doing that. Now, I tell a lot of my brand new agents, when they first onboard with my company, really sit down and let's look at all of your contacts, all of your sphere of influence, from the wider bubble all the way down to, getting down to the very, very core center. Core center are going to be all of your people that you really know, you talk to pretty much daily, you have the closest relationships with, and then as you widen out, those are the people that are probably more like acquaintances to, people that you just, maybe a barber, could be, someone that you just happen to know. So I'm just using all those as examples that you just kind of just see periodically or talk to periodically. So you want to start with who you feel most comfortable with and having conversations first. That's what I recommend. And then from there, after you're building these relationships, like I said, once they probably already know you, they probably like you, and now they just got to trust you. So that way you're building the relationship. So that way they remember you when they're having conversations with other people. Like I just had someone recently reach out to me and say, hey, Phil, you know what? My sister just said that, hey, who do you know is a real estate agent that I can get in contact with because we're thinking about buying a home? And he goes, hang on, Don't reach out to anyone else. You got to get in contact with my really good buddy Phil. He's actually a really good agent, and I'd like you to get in contact with him. And he was able to pair myself and his sister up, and we got her approved, and also got her out house hunting very quickly. So that's the power of building those relationships. And this person in particular, we hadn't talked in probably a couple of months. So even with that being said, he remembered me. Next, I want to say that I tell my agents this as well. 2 hours a day will make you 200K. Now, 2 hours a day meaning prospecting. So use this as a form of prospecting for now until you feel comfortable with other means of prospecting. Okay, so just start out with your sphere, start out with your acquaintances, start out with people that you know, build those relationships, and then from there you'll span out to other means of prospecting. And if you follow me, we'll go we'll go wide and deep, because we'll talk about expireds, canceled, notice of default. We'll talk about from open houses to all kinds of different aspects of prospecting for you to obtain your business and grow your business. So hopefully you enjoyed this video, and I look forward to catching you on the next one.